First up, getting you the updates on a cyclone Varda, which made landfall yesterday. It's moving northwards. 10 lives have been lost in the cyclone. It's leaving a trail of destruction as we speak. Schools, colleges shut down. And you have these visuals from various parts of Chennai and Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh as well. 297 roads have been blocked. Over 10,000 people have been rescued. At least 19 NDRF teams have been deployed. Relief camps have been set up. Food packets are being distributed. But at least for the next 48 hours, still there are rains that are predicted. Now, there are many do's and don'ts for cyclone safety that NDRF team has also listed out. But first up, let's get you a reality check of how the cyclone is moving. Let me take you through from 12 noon to 7. What's the path of the cyclone? Well, if you look at this, around 12 yesterday, you had the cyclone which is completely shadowing the north Tamil Nadu, and you have the cyclone moving towards Andhra Pradesh. Let's take a quick check at 2:30 where it was. 2:30 once again, cyclone continues to have its deep depression. Around 3:30, just an hour back, after that, you do have the cyclone maintaining its grip over the northern parts of Tamil Nadu. Let's check at what was the situation at 5 this morning. 5 this morning again, it's weakening a bit. There is a little letting go of the pressure after it's made the landfall as it's moving towards northern Tamil Nadu, and from there Andhra Pradesh, it is losing its grip a little bit. You do have around 6 in the morning. This is the situation that we can tell you around 7. That's the latest we have. This is how the cyclone is moving. Let me go across to Jugal and also Ashish, who are joining us from Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh respectively. Jugal and Ashish have been getting us the ground report for the past 24 hours for the cyclone. Let me go across to Jugal first. Jugal, can you take us through what's the situation today morning? What we saw yesterday was a trail of destruction. Are the rains going to be moderated today?
Well, Devina, there are no rains right now as we speak in Chennai. I'm reporting to you from the heart of Chennai, and out here it seems that the rains have disappeared since early this morning, and so have the winds. So you basically living in the post-Varda world as we speak. And just to give you a sense of what's happening all around me, my camera person Shakil Ahmed will now pan on towards this side and show you what remains the day after. This is the scenario of one of the major arterial roads in Chennai. As you can see, trees have fallen in many places, bus stands have been broken up, the roads are partially blocked, and life, and that's what's more important, and life as usual is making an attempt to come back. Importantly, in this entire affair, about just 1/3 of the rainfall that was anticipated by those in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu, has actually arrived. So it isn't that good a news in terms of the rainfall that they received. Remember, yesterday also we were discussing how rainfall is also extremely required out here for the summer months and for the agricultural season. On that count, there's been disappointment, 10 deaths adding to that. And insofar as life generally is concerned, today also schools, colleges and other establishments are shut. But as you can see, people are trying to make an attempt towards normalization. Flight operations, we are told, will be resuming from the Chennai airport very soon. So that's the picture from Tamil Nadu. Not enough water, unfortunate deaths and destruction. The biggest challenge, and if I may quickly add, for the administration is to restore connectivity in terms of communication. Mobile phones are still not working. People are unable to get in touch with their loved ones, and that's adding a layer of unnecessary worry and stress to the population, which is already suffering. Back to you.
All right, Jugal, is the electricity back? Let's go from essentials as well. Is the electricity back? What about the shops for essentials? Are they open? How are the food packets being distributed? And what about the shelter? Is there a chaos at shelter houses?
Well, Devina, in terms of the electricity, it is being partially restored. Remember, most places had a precautionary power cut, and that wasn't obviously on account of the cyclone, but they did it so as to prevent any negative fallout. So that is being partially restored. In terms of shops and establishments, there is an advisory to remain shut on account of the aftermath, but those whoever finds it convenient and finds it fit, he has the manpower and the resources has been opening his shutters. As I said, Chennai is making an attempt towards normalization as we speak.
Okay, Jugal, be with us because let me go across to Ashish, who's reporting from Andhra. Ashish, what's the situation there? Next 24 hours at least, a little crucial because you may have the rains returning. Tell us how the city is grappling.
Yes, Devina, you are rightly mentioning that it's 24 hour, but precisely if we can say it's 12 more hours where rain will lash part of Andhra, particularly south coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh and neighboring Tamil Nadu. Yes, that's the big fear in front of the government because this rain is heavily lashing. It's bringing heavy to very heavy rainfall. Almost 37 centimeter of rain yesterday received district like Nellore, district like Chittoor received almost 30 centimeter of rain. That can cause heavy and immediate flooding. And that's why the state government, the Andhra Pradesh government is taking help of NDRF team. 7 teams of NDRF are deployed in and around the coastal south coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh. And now Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, he himself is continuously monitoring the situation. So far, thankfully, we don't have any news of loss of life, but yes, property damage, damage of crops. That we are listening about. That's reports of those are coming. Government is assessing the situation, but once this cyclone, this Vardha will cross completely, then only the real assessment government can do.
Okay.
Right now, the cyclone is moving towards south interior Karnataka, and later it will move toward Goa, and then finally culminate. So yes, today the weather department is predicting heavy to very heavy rainfall in south interior Karnataka and a part of Goa, and
Okay.
toward the end it will further move to Goa and bringing some relief to part of Andhra and Tamil Nadu, Devina.
Okay, and the silver lining there has been both the states have been grappling with water crisis. The rains were much needed to ensure the water deficit is met. Jugal and Ashish, be with us. Let me also get in the NDRF DG, who's given out a reaction this morning about the team's preparedness and how they were able. Well, and to get you a sense of destruction that the cyclone has left, look at this. These are the visuals that tell the story themselves. A panel from Hyatt Hotel moves away because of the higher wind speed. And here is how the assessment is being done today morning. And this is what the destruction trail is left in Hyatt Hotel, where the panels were blown away by the high winds. And this is the scene today morning, taking you also through these visuals that we've compiled for you. When the cyclone hit yesterday, Tamil Nadu, this is how the situation was.